What if your cat has been trying to tell you something every single day? Most people never notice. Every stare, every blink, every tiny habit has a meaning. At Purrcode, we decode the hidden language of cats, backed by science, inspired by instinct. Let's find out what your cat has been trying to tell you.
When your cat starts acting completely out of character and showing strange, unexpected behaviors, do you actually know what they are trying to say to you? Yes, it might just seem like a weird everyday quirk, but behind that sudden behavioral shift, there is a crucial, hidden message that most owners completely miss. And if you continuously misunderstand these signs, which most of us do, you could be ignoring a silent cry for help they have been sending you. Because domestic cats are absolute masters at hiding their pain. By the time you notice something is off, they might already be silently begging for your intervention. Let us break down 7 strange behaviors that mean your cat needs you right now, starting with the very most misunderstood one of them all today. 1. It was never about being aloof or independent. If your cat suddenly hides in highly unusual places, they are not just taking a quiet nap. You might find them wedged deep under the heavy bed or tucked away in a dark closet corner, completely ignoring your calls. Have you seen this? Many people mistakenly assume their cat is just being antisocial or getting old and grumpy. They think the cat simply wants to be left alone today. But out in the wild, a sick or injured animal is incredibly vulnerable to predators. Hiding is a deep survival instinct wired into their feline brain. Researchers studying animal behavior have shown that hiding is often the very first clinical sign of distress or illness in domestic cats facing severe internal discomfort. If they could ever put this fear into words, it would sound like this. I do not want you to worry, but I really need to stay hidden. Please do not ever drag them out of their safe space. Sit quietly nearby and observe if they are eating, because this leads us to something critical. And by the way, if your cat ever suddenly stops hiding and just lies out in the open helplessly, do not brush it off. We will decode that later. 2. This is not just a normal, everyday cleaning routine. When your cat obsessively licks the exact same spot bare, they are not just grooming themselves. You might frequently see them aggressively biting at their own belly or paws. Most of us just assume they are keeping their beautiful fur nice and tidy. Many owners quickly assume it is just a simple flea problem or a minor skin allergy. But this repetitive action goes much deeper than just an itch. When a cat feels severe internal pain or overwhelming chronic stress, they use the physical act of grooming to self-soothe and regain a sense of control. Veterinary behaviorists refer to this intense condition as psychogenic alopecia. The repetitive licking releases calming endorphins into their brain to combat the hidden discomfort they constantly feel. They are literally trying to lick their own physical pain away. It is a desperate coping mechanism when they feel their world or their body falling apart. If they could speak our human language, they would be telling you this. It hurts right here, and I do not know how to make it stop. Never punish them for bald patches. Instead, you must look for the underlying source of their anxiety. Which brings us to another highly vocal cry for help. And hey, if learning this is already lifting some of that heavy owner guilt off your shoulders, hit like and subscribe so we can reach more cats together. 3. They are not just being annoying and noisy. If your typically quiet cat suddenly starts yowling intensely, especially at night, they are not just demanding food. It is incredibly easy to get frustrated when they wake you up at 3 in the morning. We often think they are just being demanding or completely unreasonable, but a sudden drastic change in vocalization is a massive red flag. For senior cats especially, this night crying is often a terrifying sign of cognitive dysfunction. Researchers from the University of Edinburgh found that aging cats often suffer from a decline in sensory function, leaving them feeling completely disoriented in the dark house. Imagine waking up in a pitch-black room and suddenly not knowing where you are. That loud yowling is literally them crying out into the frightening void. They are not trying to ruin your sleep. They are trying to find you. Translated into our words, Their heartbreaking midnight cries mean exactly this to you. I am so lost in the dark. I am scared. And your familiar voice is the only anchor I have left in this confusing world right now. Do not yell back at them. Simply call their names softly to guide them back to safety. Now let us talk about the most frustrating behavior ever. 4. Their mistakes have absolutely nothing to do with revenge. When they suddenly start going to the bathroom outside their litter box, do you think they are mad? Most owners get incredibly frustrated and mistakenly assume the cat is holding a grudge. We think they are ruining our nice carpets just to punish us for something. But a feline brain does not process spite or revenge like a human does. What is actually happening is a desperate attempt to escape severe physical discomfort. When they experience a painful urinary tract issue, going to the bathroom becomes agonizing, and their natural instinct is to immediately blame the location where that pain happens. Veterinary researchers explain that the cat simply associates their normal litter box with severe discomfort.
It smells funny.
So they seek out soft, cool surfaces like your laundry for some relief. If they could clearly explain this terrible confusion to you, they would be saying this: "The hurts me now, and I am trying to tell you that. I am choosing this spot because it feels much safer and it smells like you. I really need you to understand that I am sick, not being bad." Never yell or rub their nose in it, because this only breaks their trust completely. Instead, call your vet immediately. Which brings us to another heartbreaking physical sign. 5. This is not just sudden moodiness or them being a typical grumpy cat. Have you ever tried to gently pet them and they suddenly strike right out? We immediately pull back and feel deeply rejected by our favorite little companion. We assume they just do not want to be near us or love us anymore. But if your usually cuddly cat suddenly hates being touched, they are not rejecting your love. They are fiercely protecting a fragile body that is currently in pain. Medical studies on feline behavior highlight a severe physical pain response. This means that a normally pleasant, gentle stroke suddenly feels like burning needles on their sensitive skin. When a cat is suffering from hidden joint pain or internal illness, their entire nervous system goes on high alert. Any physical contact becomes completely overwhelming for them. If they could apologize for biting your loving hand, they would tell you this: "I want to be close to you, but your touch hurts my body today. I am lashing out because I am so incredibly scared of the pain, not because I want to. Please just let me sit quietly beside you." And this brings us to the absolute most crucial and deeply misunderstood behavior of them all. 6. The ultimate cry for help hiding right in plain sight. This is the very moment I promised you at the start. When your cat stops hiding in the closet and suddenly just lies exposed in the wide open. Many owners see this and feel relieved. We mistakenly think they are finally feeling better and just coming out to relax with us in the busy living room. But look closely at their face. Their eyes are half closed, their ears are slightly flattened, and their whiskers are pulled straight forward in severe physical tension. Veterinary experts call this the feline grimace scale. It is a scientifically proven indicator that your cat is experiencing an overwhelming level of physical agony right now. Remember how we said hiding is their deepest survival instinct? So why would an animal in severe pain suddenly choose to leave their safely hidden dark space? They do not do this because they are suddenly cured. They do this because their tiny, fragile body is completely exhausted from fighting the hidden illness alone. When a cat chooses to collapse out in the open, specifically right in front of you, they are making a massive and incredibly brave emotional decision today. They are consciously overriding millions of years of wild predator instincts just to be near you. They are surrendering their ultimate safety completely into your caring hands. If they could gather the strength to tell you what this truly means, they would say this: "I can no longer hide my weakness from the world. I am totally helpless right now, and I have chosen to lay down my defenses because I deeply believe you will protect me from the unseen dangers." Do not just let them sleep it off. Wrap them gently in a warm blanket and call your veterinarian immediately, because they are entirely depending on you. It is incredibly easy to feel guilty for missing these silent signs. But remember that cats are absolute masters at hiding their vulnerability from everyone else around. The fact that they finally broke their own primal rules to show you their pain means you have earned a level of trust that is truly rare. They did not give up. They came to you. Because in their world, you are not just a keeper. You are the only safety they have ever known.